Sika educate, yeah, what Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika educate, yeah, Casafa, Abum, our real impunto. Sika educate, or don't come up, run, yeah, who are true. Sika educate, Munyani, baby, Sika educate. Ain't like it, page, and I am vibe. But more than YouTube, ho, subscribe it. Sika educate is the name. All our man them source and they come from. Inspiration, motivation, modern education. Wafranada, when it's here, or don't come or Ekusika deva. Wafranada, Bema, Jai, or don't come or Ekusika deva. Sika educate, yeah, what Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika educate, yeah, Casafa, Abum, our real impunto. Sika educate, or don't come up, run, yeah, who are true. Sika educate.
Abusianfo, a few days ago, me by life, a promise, Minia Bay, every time she comes on this live page, like on this live feed, she always has a lot of insights about the Niama Biblia Fabrabo and the Asitna Huns and Sembi. On one about 2 weeks ago, by a promise so bad, your best and Chilebi. Alpha, your kete ayani and near dofonum de das one. What's the significance of those and the mysteries about Adian and Timmy Bompaye when you're mere team in Pibo and Neminia Bawa Sambe Kamensa. Now, more motion shadows our dear bow, where they become mysteries, and passo, and the near me or who you know, one be who's idea, a fully loaded. And to me, nearby, with their main casabi, media, my fat pen, paper, maybe a note. And to me, Chia Busian for my platform, Nisun, and I greet you guys. I salute you. I hope you so be here. And to me, nearby, the floor is yours.
Yo, ebusia for me chia obi bia wabasu bia mede nchia piesie ema watiefo ene wahwefo afi nso me chia adofo a se bia na ne first time a wo ba yem platform yi so a dem pesa me chiro nse ha ye vibe yi pa ye ka ne ma dim crash asem ye chire ne ma yesua de aha de atemdidie ni ha ena ha nso ye chire ya dwene enti no yesua de ya se bia wo enkyerɛkyerɛ foforo bi ana wo biribi a apesa wo de card ko na ye no ho akonya wo ho se ye se nyansa ni ba akofo otirim enti me kyerɛkyerɛ me die minim no so bi wo adwen foforo bi ana adwen foforo bi kyerɛ a wotime de ba se minim ho nim die e bɛka ho asɛm se ye nim ho nim die a maybe we'll go back and come back and then whatever but the most important thing is say ye bisua de enti ahade adesua enye no nko a ye ba nso ye di ye ho nkomo se de be ya abrabo no ye be koye nim obroni be ka ne say personal development enya ma ye be ka ma abrabo no afe na ya koye nim nti no sa na ye ba be ye no roll with us and I'm sure by the end of the program we might take one or two things alongside with you nti na enchia na hanam de besi na mom awofro ba so na wo se ye chi omo a mama so ate and na yeba beka mysteries of the bedroom hintasema ewo awade mpaso na obi bebisa say de enkura na mystery de kan munyina munim say me Kristo ni nti me de me be kire yi efa dodo na de bia meka me ni bibi foforo bia ka nyame asem nti me be fa ho no kwan so na me de bi nso afa eniema a masua ewo me maame no ne mpanimfo ene nimdi anyame e de adom me nti apart from that say bi obi wo other yibia ene ultimate ba nti de kan Bible say marriage is honorable and the marriage bed should be kept pure nti obebi say how do I keep my marriage bed pure and ye be me say ahunidie and because at the end ye be spiritual things but then again no in as much as you can spiritual things, you know, physical aspect of it is also very imperative because who he answer physically, evidence that say where the hujuma should be there, and also spiritually, There was a oyeno, and so it was a oyenti, a yeniama miruna yeba shawaha. The Edika say, what is the mystery? One of the important mystery about marriage bed, it is a place of encounter.
Mm-hmm.
It is a place of encounter. Say, adding. It can be sexual encounter, it can be spiritual encounter. So I'll pick the encounter because that is the most important. And come on, they are beginning and say, Nipa be who said baby, you didn't titu. Baby, I would titu, you and I draw coaching 1990. I like the neighbor says, on 1990, you waka, you need to come home. And said, yeah, a non-crofobia because say, a home is the place of the Omukan sample. Omu be wobi omubu as akwa say efie eye nipa so akoma so ade kind of minim how me refi bebu but here ka say onyame nkonkron kan me a me ka kire no a home is a place of a man's heart or whatever the entia a man crofo kasa ne say me say baby idea titu is a place of encounter. If you doubt it, anybody who had encounter with God is either in a dream. After say, or could die, you know. Who kind Bible I say, when he fell asleep, he dreamed. When he fell asleep, he dreamed. Adentina, a place of encounter. Baby, I did a tree etono. It made the young call another level. And very deep. And you know, a lot of our listeners need to descend a lot. I know, sir, Rebecca said, was me breaking it down. I will try my best. I think, sir, for the past 1 week, I'm trying to how I'll be able to break it down. I mean, to be tricky on but you need a spiritual hearing to actually understand the importance of idea. Because when yasa home na yebeka wahano, it do not mix over fan a trat. Said you be briafa your bedroom. And what we don't know, say, oh, fan a trasa, a dunya, and you know, yeah, cassette is a mystery, you know. Go and find out the reason why it's a place of encounter. A place of encounter because in your secrets, that is where God gets your full attention. As the world is all over the place, the only time God gets your full attention is when you are in your bed. Whether it's the matrimonial bed or it's your own bed, you're single. Bed no and now room no baby it's a mystery. And the entire who here say the BR you'll be sensitive to the things that come there and the things that go out of the place, you know. It's very important. Bedroom is the place of encounter. It can sometimes if you walk around and say that deep. But ube to me and na hobby to be found. I'm sure someone also everybody could attest to that. Sometimes on said that nigh on sadi busa, but the moment out me will teach you one passo, I don't start to what she say. Oba say you go very far. The kind of dream you have, a few minutes, I'll do it too. And Mekasa is a place of encounter. That is where God gets your full attention. Onyawo maximum attention, no distractions. It is imperative say in our matrimonial bed, the Bible can say, and was say there is a reason for it. A place the meka encounter, menyaka say, is a place of also sexual encounter. Well, encounter comes in different forms. So it depends on your spiritual capacity, what you can hold, the eduachi, and who say, Obia our goals, just say me and precope. And it depended the kind of 2 million surrender to. And it drew an adjoa, Madana Hona, Sahuna, etimimono. Etimi nante, etimi bibia, but the damn passoa, and the chairman the air cosso. And I don't know make our program is said the idea the same way by and they can say life is spiritual. Whether we like it or not. Life is spiritual. The entire spiritual and say, and you might be a cause of whom son a physical manifestation. My father say, Manusi Munaso, every crow will be bawufi. What you don't know, they say, if you are was so die. What's a home popo ye? Bibi strike Bibi kasa kyerɛ ɛyɛ asa na ɛyɛ ana yɛ kasa didi ko bebree na meten kana bibi ka kyerɛ me sɛ ɛnyɛ biribi asɛ na you are having an encounter but you are not sensitive. Bibi nyame nye biribi agye sɛ wayi akyerɛ yɛn ansa ti aseɛ saa. Now the only place most of the time, not saying all the time, but majority, me 100 every time when many encounter, me find say 80% encounter no is on our bed. It's on our bed. A few times maybe we a Christian now, sometimes you can be praying and fasting on Teshe, but in the midst of a riano, obibeka bribi. Enti ebi wa na dia won kase na opese onu nya encounter no ade kono opese ebi efura no maybe the message might come from somewhere else, but most of the time it is on our bed. Enti we be say why our matrimonial bed. The important about this thing, let's say oh you're singular and you may do what you on say won obi anante ni nkrofo adeda rough angelic visitations specifically for you. Now, when you are married, there are two people coming from different homes, yeah, and that same bed, there's going to be encounter. So when you're sensitive enough, your bed and so you're pure enough, you need your enough, and no your bed that so not things are going on around us, but we can't see, we can't hear. You can't smell. You say obi to make us say mada Diana me so ye no mankai. Uyo be out sa begin to check those things. Ma on pai bo hu hian. It is an error that you sleep, you have encounter, and you not remember the encounter because in maybe like I said, Nyame want us to know. He want us. He tells us things. And that mystery, you know, esa won kwa no wada na honhom na namunti. Enya dia will be able to be a woman. So the two can be on this. That is why ebi wo ho a wo vision bi, wo dream bi. Who say nipa na no ne dakete no so no. Until the reason why you have passion for certain things. He doesn't get it because when who dream ni bi, when ya encounter ni bi, onyanti ade na se. Yeka about mystery of bedroom or therefore who here will say where you sleep there must be a place of tranquility all the time. When I say these things, there 2 years or 3 years ago I was doing the same teaching and one woman said I have been in church for about 3-4 years. One or two be our can I know dear my peke, but set obinya dadie, actually, Messa divine dear. Minyanya encountered that. Yes, or the four over platform busy to say, we might not be much. Yankita 100,000 followers, Yankita 20,000 followers. But guess what? Places like this can be your Rehoboth. Places like this can be your Bethel. And sometimes you need to treat these platforms like this with ultimate respect. It's not that we don't have anything doing, but we know the mandate on us. We know the reason why we are here. We know the reason why we are doing what we are doing. Or therefore, you can only have a full benefit of this whole thing when you actually support into the ministry of the person, support into Sika or Turn Juice Plus or Bano Ababa Church free of charge. For once, you haven't thought, say, oh, Auntie Ska, is there any way I could support $50 and now $10 and now $20? The award of one somebody. After all, Sika Basu has been a blessing to you. And let me say that. Sika Oba and Sika Educate platform, you have had a lot of benefits. Make so now really free. Me as 73 me wabano. Ubenya maximum respect and so sometimes. And until now, sorry, Yana Omuka say you need to bless the man of God. There be a lot of things I've gone through, I've come out through him. Now, I just a while started saying. or blessing pano in a way that it's just by the way me betray mu keke enti kwato juice plus e wo sika ho sa na mpesa me kire se bia wo so ton juice plus a oton bi otobi ofri ye fruit and veg na odi bi na odi bi kire mu nye ne otobi anka sika wa ye yie stream yard you obetimi de tuaka enti na enyi shira na me ka say it is a place of encounter. Once I'm doing this place of encounter, I'll add the physical and the spiritual aspect. So, baby, when it's a spiritual encounter, I'll talk about how to say via dreams, but when physical aspect is where maybe I'll talk about why it's supposed to be in certain order, even said there are also because a place of encounter your bed or bedroom and casano must be in your subconscious. It must be a place of expectant. It should be a place of expectant because a whole lot deep things. Some of the things sometimes you can't even tell anybody. Especially this one goes to married couples. In some difficult moments, some of the things you go through, some of the tears, some of the prayers, some of the things the cry that nobody sees, the wailing, some of the prayers that you pray, and you need to be expectant in that room. The saint spiritually, the place must be sanctified all the time. The place must be always, when it comes to the physical, must be very neat all the time. It's a place of expectancy. Subconscious, meaning say, and near maybe I'm a bohum payano, and I say, make what bohum payan was there must come angelic visitation to the prayers. There must come that even though me said the American onyame honhom ete me nyame edin kita ho a how would I say me Queen Elizabeth nchanya me mo hima krom enti me Queen nchanya and our prime minister na frame go number 10 how would I present myself all the time? Remember, say it's the place of expectant and suntino. It's the place where your vulnerabilities can also be seen. This is a rema here. In the bedroom, that is where your vulnerability, in your worst of times, it can be seen in your bedrooms. Whether I am naked, physically naked, whether spiritually I am naked to any target, whether I am naked to anything, any arrows that have been thrown at me, because it's a place of encounter, it's a place of expectant, and it's a place of also my vulnerability, It was said all the time. All the time. I'll speak about the vulnerability, Kakra, because I need to go a bit deeper with you people. Say, I can say, Obi, I am vulnerable. Sometimes you can be at the very low of your life. Let's say you are dealing with depression. Something is happening around you and you are dealing with depression. 50 out of 100, those things manifest in your bedrooms before it comes outside. Before even somebody can be of a help to the air personal, you manifest the whole thing in your home first, especially in your bedroom. So somebody can say, I'm so depressed that I just want to keep myself in my bed. I don't want to even step out of my bed. Whatever that is going through my mind, whatever physically I am feeling at that time, whether you like it or not, it is the bedroom. In my vulnerable times, na me can say, expectant, expect BBR from you. That room expect everything from you. In my nakedness, that room expects me. Even the things that are ornaments. So we also need to be very careful. Some of the ornaments we put in our bedrooms and that kind of, we also may call shop and I mean who drawings to be and me toy ornament to be will be a Christo needs who Buddha and I need you know I thought yes with them which one is which. And when I say the place, there must be a expectant, Bible said the expectation of the righteous shall not be cut off. What am I trying to say here? When I'm vulnerable and my room is expectant, we ram me them when the odds is against me. Even when my spouse doesn't understand what I'm going through, but I need to discuss something very sensitive. I can't even talk with my kids about it. Only my spouse. And you be demo and I'm a canon. Now me demo no say idea spiritually expectant on what I'm going to do. We won't say we are supporting him start physically he might set the place up as they know the physical aspect. We are supporting him start the binary or we are seeing a crowd and someone they always set the place up in their bedrooms. And for the setting up they do well. But and no because so ye jidinia whichever may sure say Islam for so will attest to their making. Woye Islam ni nensua because also what expect our minimum sponsor the church. But I've heard this week now my friend Madam for Muslim media beside said they made journal and okay say now for me I'm lucky to have two of the religion because a Roman was part of our family are Roman Catholics and Christopher my sister were charismatic pastors so me their work and I say and na me papa pepe ni ntinti ni mu niam ni their work no meaning their work no they have their own way or said they making they have the approach must be different by agene church any reason why is the same approach now or Christo Libe use might be different. For instance, say Christo because your place is expectant and in my vulnerable place I need to go there and hide, or that is where I can lose my guard and nobody will see my weakness or those kind of things. Typical example, Uye Christo you are on point in some of your spiritual when we said Debbie overall who said what their career go then you started praying, especially those born again. Before say sometimes you actually don't have precise thing you are praying about, but one thing that room tells you say, and you're expectant, this is where the problem is because it's very deep. Because the place is set up and also expectant for certain things in tea. Said Yami Kenyaji, so be was he has had that encounter before. You actually don't have precise particular thing you are actually praying for. But the one say you wata repe. Sanyamana Mukaseda Bibi Kachia will say the place is expectant. It will be real. Let's say you have a bad day at work. You come home, things are not the way it is. And to row fear pa we wata the abo say Yamejame. After who suffer no started bonfire. Now bonfire lake cabo rubber. Oh, said that new particular thing. What am I trying to say here? Sometimes because the place is expectant. Now a bit out of the business of our schedules, we will say it be about 3 days. Now bonfire, then you realize that what that won't change the place is expecting something. And obi ebia Christo Nibaka say, I build the altar. There be it's a place where her vulnerability, he can show a vulnerability. Obika say we build the altar, or maybe I need them on the bedroom one, or baby particular way I be ojina. And baby, especially with the Roman Canabia, or baby. This is the ethos of our Roman for not medium rosary near DNC baby Fako. Ebia o mami and now papa, a very typical Roman Catholic Anglican a year. Some of the table, yes, one of your rosary, no, not in the Bible. Yeah, ma'am, and one walk where I know the tour. I said, yes, that set a table be for pray. Aha, he's building an altar. And then you're to quiet a be a charismatic. The American say, yeah, near maybe a yana yasi. Now, what we don't know, let's say, mystery, and what's no, no. Mystery, a woman say. Say the place, because you have already set it up spiritually. And what's setting it up when you also you're expectant, Anytime I be vulnerable, even when you don't have words. For those who have done it, praying very long time in your bedrooms, sometimes when you don't even have words, enough words to articulate some of the pain and some of the things you are going through. Ube say through bedroom hope na o start eradicament. Oh, shut that new words be brave. But the moment I do tibe to sumyana supentino, Ube said there's kind of like a comfort. You don't see it. And sometimes in the midst of chaos, so what saturated place one now? The place is expectant. The place is a place of mystery. And your baby, time review. It's already set up, and Adian also is expectant of you. You don't struggle because there have been number of times you've been praying for something you don't actually have enough words. And I won't share them. What you don't know, let's say it's setting an up for the day. Setting an up for the months ahead, and so maybe we free one person, and no power sorry, and you one person na we free na wesi form, and so now what set it off. So what sets that thing up now? So atmosphere no has been done. Why you say grand work now? And no na it just say who you Christonia on for one pa any bedroom any agro. And then Niagara, because if it's a place of expectant, it's a place that is actually set up for certain things. Bedroom.
Perhaps.
It is not everybody who is supposed to and kind of na you be na you some of us ya turn ye maybe more. Some of better hono crano I get him. Because to say who a roommate enjoy no about bedroom or background or knocking no Debbie, you have no idea. You have no idea at the core contamination for whatever. Whether physical, spiritual, you don't know the kind of contamination. Some of you, your rooms are contaminated by your own selves, especially those of you who like doing parties in your houses. Your houses has been contaminated, whether you like it or not. Go and ask anybody who is actually this thing that in fact, normally I don't teach this thing in an open space like this because it's deep. It is very deep. And one little mistake, yeah. In us, the internet can say, these are some of the things that you teach the members. So, oh yes, spiritually alert like this, and you might be great. We can avoid. We can avoid a lot of things. To say you will be a while. You JJ your home now. You're down for being no abandon if you know better than I am person. Said the end or day back. What is bringing? We don't know. Also, that now what that. The year I want to cry and say, we ready to be fit. That also yeah. And sometimes, even though if you are not setting it up, if you are another place is expectant, but if you are not a miles no to some of you, you can be weak. Crophobia or about them we are. It comes very subtly. As a old vampire, as a old Nasawada, what you may do at the corner manifest here. One, you don't remember even when there was prompting, even when the room was telling you no. So person who said the American no matter how your house aroma is like, your bedroom is different. Have you asked yourself that question? Depending on your spiritual level. I'll keep my angels charge over you. Some of you, do you even know certain scent to be? Well, I'm saying that may start me can say it's a place of encounter. So some of you, you don't even smell even your if you as a phone can say what can I say what would be your friend? But if you know your kind of when you get angelic visitation, there are certain kind of subtle smell you cannot actually put your finger on. McCain, anybody who is in the house at this moment, once I would say, once I so smell you different. your bedroom is different. Have you wondered why? And it depends how cleanliness also how you are. It depends how set up the place is. It depends how expectant the place is. It depends how a number of encounters. Like I said, for some people, it is a dangerous thing not to be dreaming.
Sister, not just as some are okay, because I know certain married people who have parties. Then you throw a party. No one invited a man. Some people even go to the extent of inviting their girlfriends into their matrimonial bedrooms. I've seen it. I've seen people do that.
That is one thing I wanted to talk about. And this one is the physical aspect of it. And you don't know the ripples of it. I'm not saying nobody should do a party in his house. But when you are having a party, lock your bedrooms. Lock your bedrooms. Whether it's your kid's bedroom, whether it's your own bedroom, lock it up. Lock it up. It doesn't matter. The person came for a party. The only place he can go as an invited guest is the washroom. So what you say? So washroom is open. Baby, lounge and to can say, who fear once or corridors near they have different scents. Your bedroom, baby, your bedroom, no matter your bodies, it is different in that place. And there is a reason for it. And then now will base upon the kind of setup and also the expectation of the place. And for your parties, one of the things meka actually a for and like obi oye jidini and a Christo ni mapa. Say a bear party, Miss Annie Maniamano, met two for say, Koyawo ebia ho. Rather than even bringing people in your home. My men can't say me, and this is something that has happened to me. Men can't be idea. Say ebia me go so church the EBB is aligned with yours. I don't know you, but I can only talk about me. Me obi, I'm a very friendly person. I'm a very warm kind of a person. Me you can't obia or your for me person. And the reason is me what we me mind nyama makom e wa abrabo mu ntino enchichire we akoso will be abrabo mu I cannot stand. I'm a giver. I can't be too see this kura and you be better. Me what we aduane mpa me fie enti say ya den crofo be fie no e bibia I do it easily. First no na me nim saa nim die we. But as time goes on, abrabo, sometimes it's good to make mistakes, like I said the other time. Mistakes you are yes, so you make it because a chilawadi.
Correct.
We invited somebody, Crawford with I think it's a Christmas bill today. And innocently, definitely, who your party or your gathering, people who eat with fork and knife. This is one other thing people should learn. This is from my own story. A lot of precautions have to be taken. Spoons, innocently. Maybe I saw up to date. Means me family saying sister ni pass me and yes I did. But onyame on kronkron a odi ye ho afofiri dan and na eche ma adwe esiso. Na bibi koso a mente me ho ase. Akoso for a very long time na mente me ho ase. And my bohum paye, my you wait to say, what is it? It's only Sancrophasha mini mini pa agro. It doesn't matter. So ya pala, so ya penny. Obi friend who ya mini pa, mini no agro. Because I have had a lot of encounters for people who I thought men are make up one, but at the end of the day, they become of help to me. And he said, na mini pan minimono, so long as also or yen mini pano, minini huagro. Somebody who is in Ghana, our path crossed because of something. Now all catch them say, why a party invite you obi aba ofie na atrea ni pakuni didi ye no enti one me kasa no na o ka chem se me fork me knife bibia me ntumu me tugu nso ama me fa ngo me fie bi mu me I say ade na mabọ ho mpaye 5 years that thing will not move. I won't tell you because obia ne de. For all you might know, you are battling with something. Some of you are battling with something. What you are tight, what you are sanla, why you are near manina, trivia ekoso, pepe fu bohua for the my imams ka, che yado but the thing is not moving. Begin to check that thing. And it's the first say, it does say, Obi have come in your home. Something encounter be you have had encounter be it is a wrong, the encounter is wrong, but you did not pay attention. And so for instance, it can be say it be a cap be other man and no man no. It's still in your house innocently. You have no idea at the core dear jaho. Spoon be out the man it and our plate be out the man it. For those of you who pay any GST person you can use disposable things to do those things. But after all, we are in a. But if not, a bill, or your bema and now obawa the fua, obia or ya wumpuna, se oba ufie, even if it didn't come sexually, but se oba ufie, no, it is a dangerous thing to do. Once you let the person come to your home, remember muntie. Oh, me girlfriend na me didn't him say nem plano ebe fie wa anya she. Me ex-boyfriend no me mani be fie wa me kunu ni munti me dia fa no kon ho anya she. No. Once you invite the person, me say me catch am say wo mu say bedroom. But some of you are so wicked say thinking say me ya fa ni pa no kon ho no. Ube hu an say we're our bedroom. Some of you, the friend enemies you are working with, the people you think they are your friend, they are not your friend. Like I said, Oba, because Oba no ejan ho atena won paso. Now atena won paso. Said the end or the nam me reason ne saying, say ye den, none of you ask just say, when you mouth so. Some people they are in your life, you think he's your friend. Is wait till something happen. Wait until something happen. Mohu ya kura step it social media how much is now. Have you not seen somebody out in the corner you're very close, and then when they turn up against each other, the nasty side that come from each other? Have you not seen it? Now let me tell you, if the person knows some of the things you do in secret, and I've already said that in your vulnerability. Some of the time, sometimes until he come that closer to your bedroom. And I've told you, said that place is a place of encounter. Sometimes they'll be hooping around you. You haven't let your guards down yet. But once it comes to your bedroom, fixations, like you see something, just one ornament to be something of yours, he can pick there. And even the scent of you, he can pick there, the kind of perfume you use, something, but this is a bit deep, and this is not the place, honestly, but I was making.
No, sister, I won't break one. I am a desi cancer same way. Okay, watch my maybe. So even I didn't think a lot about some of these things. I used to be much younger and very stupid, and back then, no, like you, I'm very open. My life is like the palm of my hand, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. And family, it's my life. I've done this, I've done that. You can judge me if you want to, but the fact is that you haven't walked in my shoes since I'm family. That used to be me. And I was so open to people to the point to say, look, I had friends who would come into my very bedroom and wear my clothes. Now for phobia, over to me about my tade saying, oh, atade, there's some no tintini, let me just wear your dress. No, I share. somehow nipa ni atade ni wi a I just don't really want to wear it anymore, so I'm just like, okay, wash it there and your fakofi, just keep it, it's fine, you can have it. I know people who when they not down for credit jare support bako at the towel bako pepa. I have seen girls do these things. It happens. I know you're saying this is a bit deep, but sister, the truth of the matter is that Emma baby days because I am my party tune yes I did. And near ma and ebi wa wari mu a edi enya ne bebre no afri saa de no a some people haven't even stopped. Some people haven't even stopped. Ni kunu tu kwan a one na down for the best friend but that one ni kunu paso. I'm telling you, these things happen.
And it doesn't matter. Especially this one goes to married couples, yeah. Munya warrior. But who more than say on your marriage bed, that friend of yours shouldn't come to that marriage bed, no matter what. If you are na said the sika can you move because now you're university and now you work college, and now you work secondary school, no, and that's a mistake in the buy. What you didn't yam your host on say, and dear be cost ya brabum. Now it is of the fact to say, in the place of our vulnerability, in the place of our expectance, I said some of the cry, some of the deep praise, some of the things young to men can't will be pillow na whoso good so no a hoya battle or hoya rehab with no wama obi abi take over. Remember maybe drew David Abrabomua na ekokese esi na ne sumu no obi say wade say, should I pursue them or what should I do? And Anyameka say pursue and you can overtake. Sana brabo etie ebia na jona ni pakone baye no menka say your angelic angel no doesn't know you, but the American say you don't know the hour and the time. The very thing you are looking for, the answer will come. With some of you have held people's hands. Yes, abrabono overtaking boom, but make sure say overtaking no money pan to overtake you. And no one some na me no can. So woman who kwan ma obi do a bedroom to and fro, or back, he can overtake you spiritually. Have you not realized some microphobia or what? Muko school na now children are there. And then he has the best job you can. Thank God for that. But ask yourself, what is it about me that I haven't been able to make it? Some of you, it has disfavored you. Wataria na adema will be share, you know. Saataria no abrantia na nanka, he will be of a much help to you later part in life. Akwa ese Cinderella, ya shenata, the one who said a mokwa we fata, ese ni pakona dia. And yaka about bedroom and your marital bed, single people should think about these things. The person you are bringing to your bedroom, you don't know the kind of some of the boyfriends you have had, you don't know what in the background. You haven't actually done checks with them yet. It's mistake we do. They are talking about abstinence, but the efficacy of it, the reason why the entire was saying yes, I no one to me and he's in very deep. This thing I'm teaching is not even every pastor who can teach, because listen, whether you like it or not, I was so young here. I might be going this way. Somebody can go in another way. Like I said, depending on your spiritual level, no meaning how that the same kind of thing I'm teaching, somebody might teach it differently in another way. He might scratch the surface for you. The rest is up for you to do your homework. But as we've come to this platform, I'm trying to make breaking it down to a Mayan level. Some of the things we do, and now some of the mistakes we do. It's not only a man. A lot of young men, have been disfavored because he trusted that friend too much. Sadam for any bahwa Natalia no afa memma yes no. A memma yes no. Oh, I am a cousin no have found socks. Something bibia a count. account honam dua and sasa obi nipa ko ne fa no de kwa like sika is said if you can afford it ebi wo kra wo de mana for me metop brand new muacho rather than said the media ya me hono me de be ma and I have my reason metop brand new mom e de acho minim say my boldin na me de ma rather than say the media ya me hono ndama obi a onim me. I'm saying this so that when you also say, when it comes to a bedroom, be extra protective because like these 3 things I've said, I've not even added the other ones, but my person is stressful so that you, when you also, your spiritual understanding will open so that and a lot of young men had been disfavored because of these things. Uko school no now pemokwa no waji we watch anu waji abo we change anu waji na dia tu kom profodia agi asumade profodia nika ushu anu we yi kan obohu inu akodi ase and you don't know you have no idea the kind of background that person is coming from. You have no idea. Your best school and answer call SU, but you don't know Niama air fighting. Your best school, you're back into institutional. We must behave certain kind of way. The system is shaping it in a certain way. But like I said, because empire that's so a place of encounter. No, what dana you don't know baby any pan home afro eko. And to put in a honama dear young one. And I say, so no home by the cabri be I also honam becano. Be spiritual sensitive about that. And yes, say, we want to be too spiritual, but a lot of us, Christopher, these are some of the things that you take a lot of things for granted. Adia, obiye. Muslim, Buddhani, Anna, Ari Christian or something. And then Niagron, and la Christo ni be diagro. Adia, sa ada nyamesom fuono, and then Niagrono, Christo ni be diagro in the name of the debut. In the kingdom of God is governed by principles. You can't live anyhow, and as thinking says something else will work for you. No. And until no culture say, Osra him, you're finding near denso. You're finding near denso, and you need to have this principle in your fingertips, and you pass it down to next generation. I remember me papa we obi aduane on pesa wo bedi. Obi ade on pesa wo do on sabeka. And I didn't know as time goes on, as my mini wo nyame muni ade no. And I realized, say, my father understood those things. My mother understood. Me mommy a type obia. There be obia dear, and you said them crying and in the typical African home. Look at you say, and but on can't now. But I any Anginia a word actually. And like I said, whether would you do? Me say life is spiritual.
Yes, we are spiritual beings. That's the truth.
Yeah. Now also get that or see gods. And who say me physically, me mortal body in and I'm God, but I am God. Unim. Say life is spiritual. And ma will be a what can book could be say, maybe Did decide me and a tuna one year those can gananga. Near the gananga. In the name of the Injury, or the Anthony, and I want and I walk it. And so no, Bribby or Papa Edunia, a Hosafuano, and would Jimmy for be to send me, mensam. Whether you take me for Jimmy Fuana G, and now dear me came, Uba Kodajun who didn't work as they know. And near maybe why I've been wrong about it. Listen, when you make the place you put your head. I said, what we say, do you know one funny thing? And now, because I'll be a new time I never ring. So what now? And when we come and look at Tampa, me come and go to say Craig, and no dear minimum. The same that the place must be a place of expectant.
Mm-hmm.
The same that that place must be a place that you are waiting to receive. I mean, like, how do I put this? Baby, I am not afraid that even because listen, your bedroom especially man, and you don't think anything about it. It was said that the place must be sanctified. Must be sanctified because you don't know. You have no idea. Contamination. One other thing, I was saying passion years say, and Pabua yes nama bontain. On nantia bontia now some family bedrooms. Sa adie we abrofo kudanim. They do it, but you don't know why you say on Pabua bedroom. You don't know.
Canada had a January done. Canada ni US ye January done and unfan nantifie ni baby akra.
There is spiritual thing about it. That's why they do that. But I just say when uba platform be to say and I better. Oh, a bit opera we at the end you, but you don't know the reason why you do it. Na we say sana wabra botia at the end na we be. And you don't when you don't have understanding it. If you what na came winning baby air con January say with you. Only reason BNT sa ebi wo kwa rate me free won na de mpaboa na de akona nante form na abonten contamination no won asan de adewuru ye gusu aye kan be ka say na me dan na ye ba akopa me ne den aha na asem no wono se wo dan na ye ba akopa wo de konante wo abonten awon san fa me nante dan na wo de utitu no na mo mu yi mpaboa no. Now what the ashe baby was say? I don't know whether you understand me.
I do.
If you're Ghana, a single room, I'm sure you have a shoe rack. I'm sure what baby I don't pub web. Instead, say odem pub one ben nante demo home. Who drew fear you would ye free wonase. Na ripples of outside, you know, and you would cheer madam. This is the reason why we do that. Yeah, but obian chreyen reason tia was say yes, sir. Na se unni who idea, what one room to no so de mpabwa no one room. Sister, oh yes, microphone bia. Mpabwa, I would differ about chain what that demo wa. One time so die. One time so die because of the outside contamination of that inside. And to one time so that also cry now we free. So some of you are lucky if you are prayer for near the other, but also that no crown so now we free. It is something spiritually you haven't put right, and you need to be sensitive, very very sensitive, very very sensitive. Especially young men, we take a lot of things for granted. Very much because you are Juma 190 abontia not in Pabua with them. Nani referee akwadro ntina ni referee no de ewura dem debi mo fa ne me bi ni agro. Some of you dey tia mon sam kura ni srade is the fact to say this simple spiritual things you've taken it for granted, and somebody the one who is very smart de ebia pani bi woni fie ana obi ane maame e wo mpaibom all the time ne maame ma ho kwan ma ne nya saa ne ma no. I bet you any more kind. Na me can say a place of encounter. More physical aspect of it, you know. We as a phone can set the room up into say can about bedmatics and Quebec say, oh, I was say unya light be the
candles be
you must have encounter. What kind of encounter? Sexual encounters. The atmosphere need good. This one will go for people who actually this principle they know. Their sexual encounter on the bed is different. They are couples. You can have sex in the lounge, in the bathroom, but when it comes to the bed, it's different. If you have experienced that thing before, you understand. Because the place is expectant. Young lady, downstairs. Sorry, Papa Chomo Fancheme. Me handing a studio in Kuala and Sunday. I'll come downstairs very soon. Sexual encounter, no. Me who have you realized it can be magic?
Yeah.
When on the
aura na what diamond and they said
the word I was looking for. Aura,
the aura around the place. And they said I was setting her up. If I was also incense, be candles, be oils, be all that ambience that you create in your bedroom.
And aura, no. So we are supposed to sad the binary. They are able to set the place up. But whether they had encounter is a different thing. Because like I said, depending on the level of Nipakone spirituality. So we as if are able to set the place up. But they don't have expectancy. Well, expectancy when they want to have sexual encounter. But expectancy, spiritual encounter, no, now, in your bedroom, that is where 90% or 80% of your encounter is. Whether it will be good, it will be bad, and mount alert. Just say, wow, now you can about say spiritual, spiritual, here goes. Listen, spirit beats spirit. And so if you are going to have encounter with the Spirit of God, there must be a setup. Have you not read in your Bible? If you are where, or say Moses in Shian or Arab, or say Bia Shiamewaha, where do you meet yours? Have you wondered where? But majority of the time, you will be brave. And when I was now your home at da and not only a young cancer, because that is where he get our maximum stillness. That is where he get our attention. That is where some of the deep things in life. My point is, when the atmosphere is not right, I will say, and yet, set a place up. The place is not accepting. How would you get the encounter in the first place? How would you know, say, even this is an encounter? That is why it is imperative, say, setting up the place, should come. So I set example, say, one Roman Catholic, and one will free basre like Presbyterian homes, who won't say a drano pa na yawo afre woma, ne bi wo say ya saswa, nani pakona na papa no jano friend and mapa the bedroom, na ohono mo quiet time. They knew those things. They taught by unkind the secret behind it, the reason why it is that. And now it was passed on generationally by unkind mystery a womb. And I want to share crown. Want to be where your platform is doing. They say it's a place of encounter. It is a place that even I'm able to let my vulnerability, which you and I agree. You can't so be a vulnerable. I have a lot of times when I don't have, even when the odds are against me, it is in my bedroom. That is where I got loads of the answers. It is in my bedroom that I say, I need a change. It was senses. And sometimes, for those of you who have good prayer life, have you not say, and now what to follow to worse? You don't know. But how can that be unless you have the place set up? Unless you are also expectant to say, now maybe sawo shakwan se onyame nkronkron or yabuafo no ebeba wonsra benwa. How prepared are you to the place now person obano? How prepared is the place? And to make us say, who he say, ahunidie will be top notch. When we were 2 weeks, na sister won sister will bear sheet. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Hey. Ahunidie ho hinya, because cleanliness is next to godliness.
Next to godliness, yes.
It's very imperative. Obi wo ho a na the bedroom na ententan e wo ho. That thing ema ebi nto oda. One of the things in anansenya aboa bi oka ana oche, but uma ho kwan man ententan ba wo dem ho a, it's not a good sign. As a matter of fact, it is not a good sign to see those things. And me guswa making mumma ahunidia e one yen bedrooms ho ehia yen. Yes. The world is busy. Obia was so we people are just say we are running helter skelter trying to find ends meet in the. But when it comes to having an encounter, there must be a place set up for it. Be prepared at all times. And yet the bia na abekwa atwea so okotwe nyame anim. And yet the bia na obenya, for those of us I wa brochire crowd here but this four corners of this room, and the only place you can set it aside for encounter is your bedroom. I cannot say this. Me who empendodo e wose me ka kire awofo. Yes. Wo your bad time, wo nkwala, but enti mo amoye hodes no. I have a problem with that. Say, oh yeah, actually, you understand this thing that I'm saying now. Oh, hold the name. Because a be nyame foforo ema. Obi ti make koto ade no ne board den da fe na ne hyekora yedin. Tade na ba be ye asa ye som no. Ye som ade no. Da biu. Se oho na me twen se osoro be kasa ama me a eye den na me sande BBC ho a eno me som ntina me o se o kaya me ka se ornaments ye di see bedroom no. It must be a place of tranquility. I was say that stillness me after everything, when I come there, I must able to de-stress. It must be a place of tranquility. Anytime I go to my bedroom, that should be the ultimate place. I just know that stillness should come naturally. That is why you don't need a whole lot of things in the bedroom. But abroche form ma bebre pa toto. Ahode obi wo ho a enema do so pua. A tiny them. Hey, nyame ohu ye mobo. I have a lot to say, but I wish to say some of the things I cannot say it here because this is very too open. Anybody who will actually may not make it sad I need to be of some certain standard before I do. This is open air. Mishia Emma close Emma Ebia. I can do that things, but Ahano is too open. But as Matriano Obi Oma have encounter with those things, can attest to that. Like I said, other GDA4 have a different way of looking at it. In paper for crowd, the colors of their room tells a lot. The particular color they used to paint the room means something. My name say Ebi Obi was swap or he can attest to that. We are very spiritually inclined because every Christian must have an altar. Altar now you can't yes work off a BDSU. But things like this, when my bedroom becomes an altar for God, because I'm a expectant, I have built an altar. In my mood to pray, when I want to actually have an encounter, and because I'm expectant, when I go to my bedroom, it doesn't matter whether I kneel, I stand, because I knew how I've set the place up for those things. Ebium, now you can't about set for other foreign things about your bedroom, and some started from one day or my girlfriends about their homes. One of the sad thing about say foreign particles and now foreign BBA outside contamination, that home belongs to somebody else. The moment you bring somebody else to come and compete, naturally, ubetumi atwem pena no eye wa adwen se oyere hu, but the bottom line is awade no ebegu that union because you break it once udi obi oye se nyame amem once re bone fa che ana say oyere amfa nchewo uye lucky oyere anhu na wo sre bone fa che. God have his own way of dealing with you, but whether you like it or not, because of the contamination aba honinti no ehu hia say wankasa beye bribi afa ho to get your place back, set up back. Ebi na meka say uye Christian, be very careful. Some of the friend enemies, some of the things I can't say this much. Ebi wo hokra na ye nan for 40 me de won matraping. Emma ye mabeda ye matrimonial or mabeda ye matrimonial homes. Ye nan for 4 de won ma trapping. Listen, your bedroom should be somewhere. It is you and you alone. Se ubenya ye wo ene wo alone. Ye warrior. This awari for hana meba e wo musem se me start because mimi free baby for I'm trying to say sika e free jazz kind. I'm using that as an example.
That's okay.
Okay, sika e free jazz kind. Sika won ton wa wobo owu abusua wo free bu owo niema edi nachi wabe wari obi oyekoni ana wakọwari mfantini wakọwari nkrani wakọwari nzimani ono so afri abusua fufuro mu ebi abako ye aduanani baako ye enton asunani ana whatever. This is where I am coming home. Me bam peninsum. That is why I say a person must be of certain standard before he can teach these things. Eniama edi sikechi no unim. You might marry her because just Kenny sika is lovely, is that I mean sika wawari. But there are some family secrets bia. Sika kra might not know. Generational things bia. Sika does not know. You too, you kra na ye kan wasem no. Also uye duane ni. The only man say ufre bitifi, ufre hwan, ufre diebe. But deep down, there are some family secrets here. You have no idea.
Correct.
You have no idea. Now, some minisika beda and paso. Bible said the two shall become one. This is where the mystery is. Your body become one ye number because ye jina nyami anymore. Nyami hu ye say ye bako. Once somebody contaminated that bako ye no, wati adi enimu. But say adiana a bind them together no emu. Now it has said that is why Bible Becca said the marriage bed is holy and we need not to defile it. So what you say? Once udi obi be free abontain se one fan or matrimonial home po na okoye wa abontain sister what defile marriage bed no. Guess what? Your vulnerability e wose wo yire ana ukuru ene wose wo hu e wo wadejam no obi foforo hu somebody else have seen your vulnerability. So where is your shin guard? Do you get it? Enti ebia na sexual encounter no kura amma so e wo fie ho mo matrimonial bed no so na mom ade a bind them together honam na emam ye baako no wakofa biribi aba abeka ho a ase wan kasa wati ade animu wati ase biribi aba be shentem sa papa no ka say wona mo bre no o ka biribi na dan strike a code or say I to say pen no tro na I to say the ink no asa wo baby no sa na tie to say pen sa bo say na baby aye blank na baby. When you defile the marriage bed, that is what you've done. I to say pen one man ink a seem to be tokura ba beda sa ba kona maye no. And this is where it is dangerous. Have you not wondered how a mistress can let them the mistress of the house can be sacked? Not mistress naba. Have you wondered why they are able to penetrate? Yes. once you see your nakedness or contaminate you, ma bribidi and now bibi kwashe baby and was and one that is the gates he has had on you. And sometimes you might be a one fan or married bed until you think you've got away. No, you haven't get away with it. There are consequences. And some of you, however, who say consequences, now say financially you suffer losses. You are working, but you don't see money. You are doing everything under the sun, but you see it's a sign. Defilement to be a baby. I'm not saying say adultery nkwana oh yes but there are certain things and I make no you go school no and a defilement no e buy and now you ho beda asa kwan no because maybe friend enemy be or somebody have come to our bedroom ya the entire sa enti no e bia ho na ba beda kwan no. Normally this kind of thing no the bema wa gu se bribi koso pa e ye nchicherewa.
Correct.
The remember who said bribi dunya adia obi di 1 month be ye no nko ati me take u be year. Who say in life you go in a very small in a very slim pace, very slow pace like a tortoise. But bi ankrofo de just say wa kasa kura ti be kire kwan na wa wo kire kwan no no an work amount. That is a sign. That is a sign. Sign everyone who say, Sir, adye anadwiye ka ho asem, mystery of a bedroom no ebia, well lose guard be, ama bribi bi sa ekoso wo wabrabo mu no. De di kan edenchechere waba. De etoso mienu, one kasa in life, you no matter what, no matter your academic your life is in a very slow pace. Very slow pace. When Crawford kita PhD why, but people who say your life is very slow. But something has gone on, you have no idea. This thing that we are talking tonight, I don't know, but I wish to say, and a small group be because after this thing, some people need to pray very hard. I know some of you are watching. I can sense there will be say, some information in someone. Somebody is watching us, and I could sense that he's crying. Deep within us, sister Yakamasem. I don't think I say a higher crown because these things that when you talk about this thing, it brings raw emotions of people.
Yes.
Didn't put back into reality check. And sometimes when you do that, the forces sometimes behind it becomes aggressive because they know we've seen and easy. This is not information you can just throw about just like that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I believe say energy, it has been of a help. Anya Shekrana, I've told you what the bedroom is for. We don't just go and sleep, get up and go. That one you know already. Set a honey place was set or relax. Me no mienu yenim. Me no mienu yenim. Set a place you have encounter, sexual encounter, physical encounter, emotional encounter, and sometimes spiritual encounter. I've also talked about it. It's a place of expectancy. And one of the things that was also when you bless our bedroom can be for you is a place of comfort. It should be a place of comfort. It should be a place. If you don't get anything, how would it be a place of comfort unless I've set it up in a proper atmosphere? Unless it's expectant. And if it's expectant, and no matter what I bring from outside, I know when I come home and I pick my pillow and I start, even if I am a single person, and I start putting my head on the pillow, it brings and yet physical and but because the place is set up, the place is also expectant. Spiritually, it's expectant of whatever I throw at air. Spiritually, my vulnerability, even in spite of what I'm going through, I'm able to be vulnerable in that room, and I'm not ashamed. I'm able to be vulnerable. My nakedness, everything. nakedness ema obi nhwe physical nakedness no, but nakedness and ye maybe wo a eba yen so a ema ye dampan spiritually. There are some battles some of us we are fighting. It has make us vulnerable. It has make us naked before our enemies. It has make us naked before the things that we are going through. You don't have words enough to express to people the kind of heartache you are going through. And some of you, your pillows have been a comfort even in broken heart times. Even when your life are into pieces, it is your bedroom that has been your place of comfort. When you are fighting some kind of sickness, some kind of depression, some kind of something, it was on your bed. Remember, I was saying that your bedroom, I've seen your vulnerabilities. So even in your sick time, have you thought about that? And sometimes when nobody is around, it is you and your pillow and God. That is where I am saying you are naked. And for what you could see, I know there is one of the physical attributes of the things I was saying. I was for the American say there are mysteries. Life is governed by spiritual principles. And sometimes if you have these things in your hands, say how to go to marry, go quack, yes, Basan your man kitty way a day yenim. The amount will be different from the other one, or therefore it is some of these things. We don't take it for granted. And to me who will be have you not gone to school with somebody on set and a whole set on your fibia? What's your sister here? Who sounds Nabra come you dinechi? No. Then mammy, the person who trained that lady. Mammy now what's not na said papa bi. I can't answer we actually you're very careful. Ain't there are some people when we're going to school with them. When we say, no, they've taught them on you be idea. You're going entertainment and Atadia never consume. They knew it. They've been taught. Yeah, mistake in the name of say we want to belong. Yeah, can you be crowned? Now, could you be dear share? Yeah, say, be never far. What dear? Ebi awuna akwaji obi de share entertainment or the atare number and I see ye play and or roto ho na tam share sister, you have no idea. You have no idea. And some of you obi wo kwa uni ni di agro unso ni di agro so na ade omo tesa de ban na se omo tesa de na se uni obi adi agro be 15 years onye party da. And yes, it can only or the very party, but on ye be that.
Oh, bonny who by
ne mammy, I can't no. Ne papa, and nanny antibiotics and channel, actually, a sunny man. Maccain for when you to for say, oh, now for phobia and yet pen or penny po. But they knew these things. One who bang, it's only who he pass it down to the kids. Or back catch the jima. And on the better than ma to most an ma any womb. On see who quite saying your womb, who will fear and for contamination and ma. Like I was telling you about mine, man come a story name, but it only took the grace of God. And I don't catch them say, friend took us back financially 5 years backwards. Some of the mistake me and my husband we did in the name of say a young Crawford papa. Wow, papa there are some giving when you give, sometimes God has not asked you to do.
Oh.
There are some things you do, God has not asked you. Because there are some people at the end of and you are going to play God in their life. So what you are saying? Nyame say nyame na ama ho kwan ana de kono nyameng and just say you are not supposed to be there to be doing something. When you be papa da where we are at the corner na oko muna oko bua ya na akoye no the times be try about so that. Have somebody experienced that in the platform? I don't see people typing because my phone on am a ye ba be call off, you know. A ya be call off until I just say a bear me say oh the sika educating this system. Now me call the other platform. Maybe. And this can patch up sika educating no.
You.
Sika educate, yeah, what Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika educate, yeah, Cassava, Abumde, our real impunto. Sika educate, or don't come up, run, yeah, who are true. Sika educate, Unyane baby, Sika educate. Ain't like it page, you know, I am vibe. But more than YouTube, ho, subscribe it. Sika educate is the name. All our man so steady come for inspiration, motivation, Wapomuden education. Wafranada, when it's here, or don't come or Ekusika deba. Wafranada, Bema, Jai, or don't come or Ekusika deba. Sika educate, yeah, what Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika educate, yeah, Cassava, Abumde, our real impunto. Sika educate, or don't come up, run, yeah, who are true. Sika educate.
Ebusia, Yeniaba Omrekua, she's coming right back, but I'm just holding brief for her for a few minutes. Minim Niawesia, Afania Minia Bay, what the Abba or Wabe catching, me tiwe. I am a send you be Efians you, Edia Gumeso. I can't put the way that I'm feeling this afternoon into words. And me de mia kasa me ho be yam fato ho de akase ensemu akukuamu nsemu a me nua be de bae. I wish that even I knew some of these things. Me nua wo ka kire me nei 15-20 years ago. Ebema my young kufa bi agro bi anka me die ene senya me di agro ne fa no ka change bebem, because not knowing some of these things is a very expensive thing that you do to yourself. And I can say, I used to be, very open. If you say, oh, any paddy, me ye, into me no be abonne, into obi so ya me bonne saying. Now I wait with what dear, no, dear manashe. Just any pan she should just feel free and do whatever they want to do. But nipana war ban, nipanity, and your boyfriend, and walk up when you. Sister, the reason why we did this thing, quite apart from the spiritual side of a Niyama WebGBNE, last week, can be far matrimonial bed, no, baby, SS Wabada, and baby, as a bemada, Sadi, Yamipa, because we see mysteries, baby, in our home, and Kofobi or home, my so no one a day anymore because of phone charger, any baby. Ahoma na ebe plug wa socket ni mu na etimi akwa akwhye enne be ma bounce so won pese wo be change position wo pese wo da ni mu ho. These are things that a lot of people are not aware of. Enti wa be ya ye ka bedroom asemi die yesrew fe no so so yeso
Sika ansa na meka sa bedroom no asem ni hu nipa e woso enti misrew nipa say na woso I just will be a share baako one share wall
nipa 62 na me hu omu amuta kire de me hu on ba 62 de omu wa asesi e
62 no so be a share meka de aka no do be a share baako ma wo de share baako pe uni school platform bi adrekọ so a share to baby wo share to wo de wo share to wa so ade na start so omu share ya wo hu se share na ekoso e wo feed ne so a people are becoming selfish.
Yes. No correct.
Most starting share videos na dia ene am so na nya sa pa de ene ye nto aso because
so far nipa miensa bi pe na share miensa 3
nipa 3 pe ebusian for man sha ye mfa nka ho
Nipa miensa pe.
Yebe yama one constant viewers of this platform. Bet me I am a private viewing, no. Once I Facebook, no. So private viewing, and I give it to them.
Also for mommy for actually wa share me no me hu ne de ba ko sesi anti keep going guys. Monye share ni enko. Mon share ni enko.
Mon share mo dem share. Mo share na afi because it is not fair. It is not fair for this platform. Say we'll be giving you this golden nuggets, yeah. And nipa kakra na penana, it is not fair. Yakasa mon share and yashe my yen say, well, you never know. And then just so that somebody will benefit from this kind of teachings. Say, oh, fiejo, na means me fiejo. Na ye kekan kasa we mu kire yen ho a. Ebua ma emma mpumtuo ba ya brabo. Ebua for us to avoid a lot of mistakes. Ebua ma yadwuma ni bi so te. Anya so kura no so onyonko ba bi te. Ana sa ade ya ye kire nya manko a o. Ye kuru bi wo hɔ a edi wonya. Enti wo ba ya wo tie ni. And that power, I'm a so bomb pie crowd wouldn't be out the wafa because be cost woke no brabo more. Unim say, Chame, me, I make us as a maybe I'm catching crop for say, Medania make us a camera and see so. The very day I know catch them, never be a Mijina wa brabo more, Cassam and Sanfa camera and see so. Let's what kind of Indiana in social episode me come. What I didn't know says some of the life experiences me and my husband have gone through. Then I made a baby. My husband is so kind to say, or no one cousin. This is real life story. And I'm asking you to share because I knew the reason why I am telling you this. I'm looking for a young mobile. Papa, me come back can't wait, you know. I need to ask permission because this one is I need to ask permission because and there's a reason for that. Mikunu ena yen yet ya bruchru ena ne cousin every Ghana all background one crying so oba. Tiam se nipa ko na ni Ghana so say obeba be fa no no. Nipa ko na me fa no.
Oh,
ansana all crying. Now, wouldn't one mistake in a say, the Pakuni free Ghana abano. I ought not play one son or bano, and crowd the jar Ghana no. Nipaku ekosini sono. Enya yen ena nipa ne cousin kono e bae ho. Yen di enimu di yen. Yenim sa the cousin aba. Ti akofa. Abranche ne bae pe. Brand new shoe. Brand new trainers and yes, trainers. That time JD Williams and Iva, JD and Iva. There is this shop called Omoton Trainers and very expensive trainer. Not a Yamikunu birthday or something. I'm a Toma. In fact, not a birthday gift me to a BB. And also I'm paying to a for red found and also men who be beer. See a quad one I'm saying, Cratch, or had you me play man soon or Sabana. You could just imagine the sentiment a was our trainers no. We could share no once a pet. Bako pet. Da was sharing Pabuano, not the cousin no Yakofan or airport. Won't yes ask you. Yakofan the cousin or airport and I could share some Pabuano. You go through ya mikunu e you go pet and the cousin no fan Pabuano say. Yan di eni mudi so wa free Ghana ba wa ba obetna ya pen kra to de be ye adwuma e na o se na down for bi e na otu free ye nchen e na okoye otukoye mi kan wa tra ye nchen be 2 weeks won e bro sample na ye nchen be 1 month ansa na adwuma sem ne like o de ko baby awuna baby ku na okoye no kra no koye wo so otua danka na nka opese o commute free ho no ba. Ena nipa ko man adwuma no say dey be yes sir most of the time you be late enti onko high dan no first can be ntua dan ka abusia mu ntie me dey bi ni mu dan asem ye twam be dey wo ho a train and the park and crowd the jar or Ghana and son off through plane. Obi Mikunu Yabako, no share Mikunu, no say as soon as you have a brooch, I was what 2 feet. Yes, I was say, bra, why a mistake? Ye ko January airport no, was so about the same. Ba no ba broochiri no, oba benya nkrata ama wo ya fra okwasi ampani. Asemi bi na make catch dia make catch them no, enye mebo misire mu na make catch them. Eye nokura pa na make catch them. Asema we eye menimi kunu ntam kese a ye ntam mo so. Enti na me bi sad because eye nsem a ensem we bi say ye kan.
It's painful. It's painful.
This is the person we've sheltered him, clothed him, gave him everything, the comforter,
fed him.
And so no all bano and crowd the jar Ghana and son a war through plane no. Ain't no bar airport now. See a you say no any do be so. A yen pakone fry yan son or catch there and say or say one no about the year jam. Sister, asemi amaking asa agro. This one, enye obi say after that boy moved from our house, making nambi clothing and krate di kind atum sister e bounce yo enuachi ya diska koma wo chese ensam no mese me kan ye wie enti abusua de ye kan anadwo wo hayi e ho hia papa enfa ni agro enfa sa ade a anadwo yesua wo dem ha about bedroom asem ya ye ken ene ahofade a yetimi ma obi ede hye debi enfa ni agro even hwe de nipa ye ken enye nchen o ni ma ni nua ba no ni nua ni nua no anka ba ko ye yi a kokoba ni dede banka difference be na wo so wo hu adwene a wo de ba innocently empaboa na mikunu ahye ne ba ko pe me ba ko kra nya full day o ye to mpaboa ne Thursday ne Friday anopa no ba ye ti Friday na wo kohia ne nua no wo airport no e no hye mpaboa mo no aya so wo kohia ne nua no even this mpaboa ne da trainers na ye fe pa na ye sa trainers na ye limited edition ni bi entra no boarding. And those times, so near wo ye ni nkita akwala e wa bruchire nti no we okay make enema ye komu for actually bringing that boy in our home. Munyini meka we pe na akere mu e wo ho ba niema ni nsunsuanso a e course no you people have no idea. Awusia de making many abre, it doesn't matter. Mame ba papa ba akokra when it comes to abrochire sem no sa ye ka se niema ye spiritual e fe ni agro na nya Bible mu na nyame say I will set nation upon each other e will be mame afuru mu na sa mo ho no mankan enye ye furukro mu a e na nipa mienu nyame say obema ba akwa sori atie ni nua no enti ye ka niema ye hohom mu ade amfa ni agro na me ka say ye marital homes no esno ba bia ye kunu mu free ba ene free ba bia ye ba you have no idea niema tata nipa na wakoware no enu ntina you have to be spiritually alert. You must be, because oda woni ba bia ne honhom ko. You have no idea. For some of you, muti akwantuom ankonwa wo mu fie ye hwe kwan mu fra mo ho adehye ene ho ahoafo no enniema bi wo ho a ye kanche wo fie a ye bo odi ka ho enti wo da woni ba bia honhom ne nam
sister
ene ye di nkonwa wo ye fie na ye me ye ohene na me ye ho ahoan sa ankrofo no na asefo no ne ho ahoafo no ahokọ wade bia ma wani na ho sister ukọ wade bia ma wani na ho ukọ wade sa ankrofo na ye mo afekuo because omo hu ahi dadawo wo hu ahi dadawo ye ka sa anyema niema sister wakọ asode ache enso me ye sure se won te sa anse me na nwumre me ka kire won te da And to banner me say share sika platform now, you are not doing me a favor. And yes, favor now, oh yeah me, oh yeah, wow, who favor. It be a woman be, or sister be, what down for be, it was some and ye mu, now was sorry waka. Because guess what? Whether you like it or not, Yente Island, ti nipa kuna de kone ne nam ne so na ene nam ne ebi wo ne so na onye alert na de ba ufi awo anka se be ko atia nti na make kire o se share no nkoye ne ho no anka de ehu adwuma. Intimation no, you are not doing me a favor. Ana was say sika video no enya nti ne wa ha. Enya nti ne wa ha. Me kura me nimu nti me pa na me ka mysteries na kire o me pa e na me kan mi se me de BSc go man hu se nya de am pesa mo hye nti me de BSc me hu se mo pesa mo be se nti me de BSc what sika na wo ka about bedrooms say our for positions are done no last you me bo so kakra bi now this is where asem no wo enkan ye ka say ye konkunu chire o konkunu chire akoda wukunu achi o konkunu chire ye ka say bra ne konyiri chire sister adwo awen o konkunu ho ti o konkunu chire na enne na mafo ana enne se de abrabo na ye no especially with abrochirefo aware no emansa ensem dodesra de ese na ementi no etobo ha na ma ne wodan system no favor a man bebre saying emema enti instead say e wo se oba ne konkunu chire no say emema mo na konyiri nchire by virtue of that alone, like I said, bedrooms are a place of expectancy near their dynamic a place of encounter ne sa na ma na me kan ye no sa na ma ni bi so no ntino etime ma mmarima bebre konkunu kire no omo be ye ma in a way they are living their life as if said the enkai was a man live no. That is how they are living their life.
Not just that the roles are reversed.
The roles are reversed. Exactly. Now listen. Se ne papa mu pa. We be ka say na we dey free na be to mu. Me na minim na me ka sa asem no. We ni nkumu ana so unya baby na me ka ne sa. I didn't think anything about it. But lucky for me my ni kunu because of free ahemfie ni ntime kai said those times no onya yo sabena akoda akire na me na come na baby daram de me yanwe ho na dia bai na me kai ka osida bi kosi say pani bi a mo amatena mo wa London no papa no ko say papa na oka no church traditional no London no opani mafo ana mafo ne frɛ no openi mafo ana you refi papa ni di openi mafo or something. One time I have to invite him on my platform to actually come and explain because me say I'm saying and yeah we've done a lot of things very wrongly thinking say it's all right. No, it is not all right. So your ba tiene ma wukunu ene anim na de actually the spiritual aspect of that thing say me can say it's a place of encounter. Whether the encounter is good, is bad. Most of the time, for the sake say, there will come a time encounter be bad. There are certain things, battles that you fought. It is not meant for you. Even if it's for you, there is a shield. Obi to ara, why the banner so first? A shield no. Remember, say Bible say oyire ukunu eye wabotiri aname boa.
No correct.
Ye mabotire dia. Enye ye ba eko a eho na kanfo be ka kire so oba esa ebe na ye ka say oba totu a atwire be mabo no. That is where it come from. Sa asem na omo ka no. Oho ena efiri. Ukonkunu kire a na bribi a ayehu ekubi anase anadubumbo bi eba wo so a na se wo yo ba wadefo na wukunu eda wanimu a sometimes he becomes a block. And spiritual things. I don't know how I can even actually explain it deeper than what I'm saying. But yakase ukunu yawabotria. This is the efficacy of it. Oba totua atrebe ma bono ase no. Ukon kunu tia. De eyeku e wo se owonyo bi e wo se nke ba wo so no. E ba na se barima e wo fi a edi kan pem be ma no. E ma bebre are fighting a lot of things that it was not meant for them. It's just that because spiritually we've changed the position where they are supposed to be. Enti ma bebre na e de anim no. Mo pa kona ko check obi fa mento bet wo ha. Wo ya akukọ nini. Most of them ya akukọ nini. Empa no no toye. Ni sika. Enti no e was say oda baby a oye comfortable. E was say oda baby a eye ne pe. Now se bema bana bema I have come to join you. But 1 minute. 1 minute. Bema ebafie ho. Na wan hu nyame mu nyansa anka say maba enti even position needs to be changed. And I said the dem ho kra na yeda like I was using the ornament and other things. When there is expectation and another person comes in, a dinosaur will a dem will also have expectant for the person who has come there. That is why I said the place must be accepting. The place must be expectation. And it's the place that it will be an encounter, of vulnerability in Subesho, and Sana would do a bibano. Now you have actually prepared the place for that. When Oberimaba or Barbara Bomua, there is something that goes on in the spirit realm. It means that is why I said it didn't want for the kind of career. There's a lot of battles in your initial stages of marriage. You fight. That thing. It is that thing. It is that thing that is going on. Yes, and this is where those who will launch into the deep will catch this revelation. Will be our worry for first year of marriage, first 5 years of marriage. You need to stand well. It depends how the place is sanctified to accept another person, yes, for friend say orals or whatever, no. Especially say nipa kono ba enyirichire onine dan na obet na oba so a. These are first 5 years of your marriage, you know. And this one goes to those of you who are struggling early part of your marriage, you know. So if you don't deal with those things, it will linger on. It will linger on for a very long time because the basis of the whole thing, the place wasn't accepting. The place wasn't good for the place. But you people didn't take charge of the place. You people didn't work as a team to make sure, say, a place, you know, of encounter, no, will also encounter the person who is coming. In the first 5 years, early part of marriage, you know, for those of you who go through those things, you know, I don't know, but local counselor was say, or counselor was a man, and American. There are levels into, you know, some of you can stay in the church for 20 years. This revelation, you will not get it. I did Abraham requirement of your way. That will tell you, maybe more color. And so, Mr. Dia, maybe I don't know. Mr. Media, no. Ain't he? Obia one office. Intina, I don't match a dear, you go a whole me more color. But this thing that I'm saying, unya sofopenia, on deep things, sir. This is not a subject you treat it very trivial, sir. I wish to say, I don't know how those of you on the platform are feeling, but if you actually can attest to these things that I'm saying, a time when you bow hosua, you de empire a more thing, because some of you the foundation was wrong. Depending on how you brought the man into the house, depending on how you brought into the bedroom, depending on what ripples are the other. So for some of you, sometimes obetumi aka say, "Men worry, ye na me niema things are okay for me, now I'm married and things are tough, and I say misika sem, like I said earlier on, sometimes obema no ne suffer. It depends at the koma edi hini ewo ufie or whatever.
Sister Linda, beside question being person answer to us. Or see, this is very interesting. But which part of the bed is the front and which part is the back? Is this a religious belief or is it a traditional belief?
Sister Linda, the edikai oba your son, like those of us who are from Ghana, and I say, I'm sure the majority of us are from Ghana. Why would Bible says a man will leave his family and cleave to his wife? And so me kwaku cleave to my husband. I am being married off. It is not the other way around where the man is married and coming to live with me, the woman. So what you say? And there are spiritual aspect of it all. Spiritual aspect of it, no, and a kakrana metro, no, and a traditionally so. I was saying, say, oba konkuntri, sana yakano, yankase obema, a konyirichiri. What is so big as a bema? Bema ware, or your warefo, into wako ware. Obema ware ma oba fee, or bani moon, what a cobeme fee. So what you see?
Yeah.
Now, when we come to this other side of the world, like I said, the system favors the women more than the men. And she say, "Yeah, pedan kura wa bemwa, obani nya dan na bema nya dan." And no interest say it is wrong, but what it means is when the man comes to take over in the house, her presence, depending, na because say depending on how the momo friend ambience and we are supposed to have set up the ambience, but as to whether the place is accepting is also another thing. But that one is a spiritual thing, depending on your spiritual level, how you understand this. And this thing that we are teaching, and you're very deep. And you me see so mama fan the say when you come out, see baby na me obi a me hypocrite me ka me nokore me nokora me ka nso ntino e me message authentic me ma ha said ye waye mfomso saa no will feel condemned, but rather me the yen chere said ye be anipa no ani beba no ho so me for a very long time. Now it's like clutch who say why you used to the place ntino I say aha na you comfortable, especially person who be here front there minimum bedroom. But I believe, say, in your bed, where it faces a bontain, any day face a door,
yeah,
or door, no, wouldn't be a face or door, no, and I wouldn't baby, ain't you know, depending on baby our bed in this, you know, and the bachelor say a higher nim and a higher chili. So what you say? It is a baby I would done a year nimua, my quine, and non and next chauvinistic ideology, debut. There are spiritual meanings to those things. So what you say? But a lot of a man I found they are now going to battle with their feelings. They are not because I am women advocate
feminist.
May your feminist, may your one sister obi anya feminist insane. But they are things that are governed by spiritual laws. And these are some of the things that Eddie ya mammy will be no woman. Oh, ya lucky now, mammy, Yamia Dom, not onimu sanya mania, a boo okra onimu. But the entia or yes, Sadian or no young cancer, I don't know what passing it down to you. It's not a catch it must say, you're now for you 1 year in your muku school. No, your friends are uncle for so many here, no one here. Now your children are sad, dear, you fear. Yet the atatano, yet the anyan. It be an mammy, can't you obey lucky no, ne mammy becker. For instance, Bibi to set Mikunu. A dear way I made sure Mikunu or flying fear intino, some pennies to me, traditionally, no, only the traditional aspect. Now, for me to accept the fact, then I'm saying, yeah, see, I mean, or him who yes, I know, and yet, my mammy. Me boo many guso. Till say, Yammy, Mother Roma. Emma or penny siama.
enye mafu your friend opani asiama or London obi a wo pe bia mo amatena London pen or opani asiama or ye adwuma wo GNC say Pakosin radio station no. Years back I used to work there intimate or ye program be near Yawa restem near the years ago. Now ye Yawa restem near the and one time she came and spoke about this mystery, yeah, and then each there will be a view of why and I make us a maybe a Christian. So I was coming from the Christian aspect of things and a based on traditional ideology. But even when we come in, must share that the tradition because I know that some of you will be holding on to your tradition. And I know the amidibeshe mutoto. Now, when said your bear when you be bound, so say, and my baby na, memple, unya baby na, baby na, you be cano korea, a young cuconi for. People who say in the relationship, you are wearing the trouser, you be cano korea pa. Yana, you set trouser, mana, Emma, oh dear, who you be a china, go and think about it. Even outside the secret himself, when you relationship, no, I said trouser. No, a man, Emma, who crime masadi no, enye jumano. O betista near me yasia. Oh, Emma, what ye? Any wukunu, a fan and tomapa, if la. Emma, one casa, and like I said earlier on, and chichel wapi koswa. Just say, you've done everything. Some of you, it can be, I don't know what is going on in your life, but some of you, it can be childbearing. Some of you, it can be your finances. Some of you, it can be even your education. You were very brilliant, but all of a sudden, as the Ushiadia and you are preoccupied with other things. I know but as a wide you're blank. Some of you, you see some of your friends in Facebook and Instagram, and you're like, oh, how come? Yes, grace is there, but he has done his homework. That person has done his homework. Listen, divinity, until the day divinity come down, he ceased to be God. So I told you, say, some of these things, you hear it from the unlikely sources, people like me. And we did not come here with flattering words or anything, but I came to tell you, say, this world that we live in, and don't live anyhow. Yes, oba birthday, oh yeah, birthday, and near mano, it will be good. Say, cups, spoons, any and train on ready, you know, a better take away. When you say, oh, you don't actually know the ripple or some of the things they bring in your home. Lock your door. I'm not saying don't do party. Minchibi party. There be me what way me penny dear. Party me kono be ya any namjim. Then woman say they say baniati. Baniati say me nyame home mammy home nam pine. Na obi and family say kind and yananka. I've already made that mistakes. I'm correcting it. Some of you, some of the mistakes now, you know, we are still paying for those things. And no, I mean, when you about hosono. It's whether it is tradition, it is, and sometimes Ghana for a mobile. Some of the traditions have value. And you na a yabo some. And you na bibi will reass you. Bibi you reass you and die and to He's the day, Niama wo. And until the Bible back catch yourself for our weapons of our warfare, they are not carnal. They are not carnal. Believe wo. Now, who deal with something, now who need knowledge about it, you'll be beating around the bush. Young pipe boy, yet be braining and said the principle governing the thing now you're dealing with, and we don't know. We don't know. And you know, and you be black and white as your to say mass, they can say 1 + 1 is 2, baby. Baby, I mean, no, me, no, free no. I brought me or show will be mutilim. And a nip panitri monument to menko, and who dear wording before you think I thought. That is how you should live your life. Before you think I thought. And you don't know what is going on in their bedrooms. You make us sleep over. Sleep over for what?
Mm.
And after hearing these things, these are some of the reformation you should make. Back in the name of because sleepover.
Mm.
Because sleepover. Because sleepover. Because sleepover. For what? After listening to some of the mysteries of bedrooms, who say me jam me back to a young vulnerable. On him, say anadubum bokra, you say. Me jana koda will be there. That is what you should be thinking about as a mother, as a father. I Yamakobo football. What you be boot now? I say, to be content is a great game. Some of you at Obako share will be a card here or didn't panetone said the Yenipakona bus sleep over all of a sudden as if you don't know your child anymore. Obana swan your dame. And you think it's just that? It just happened. Debbie. Cousin Bana or buy and overfall Obana Tari and share. Oh, I'm for Debbie. You have no idea. I've just told you about my husband's cousin, a quanya what they fast. As someone making it is so sad. One will say, yeah, not sorry, I go in and out there twice. Quite one thing about it should tell you, baby, a leveler. And you be a time can see a men time or so. Mr. Who say, Anka Meya Papa. Now, how do I come in? And he found me for say, may you be Papa, not Danny. And I'm trying to tell you, say, Papa, need be what Yame won so my.
Ow.
Yame on so my. 8 year came, my when you mra so. My when you emra so. Now we should make informed decisions. Teach your kids. Being content with themselves. And kwala. Ebi kura wa school. Na tre na obi age. Na we di ashe we enum. Na we si di ashe we enum. And Antiska. Mami fancy ya.
Abusia, the things that my sister is talking about, I really pray, say when Yankopon, the Holy Spirit will actually minister to people this afternoon, this night, wherever you happen to find yourself, and whatever time it happens to be, may bompire say when Yankopon who be sane when nipe bi a wotie saa de we eso, so that he can give you a deeper revelation and an understanding to what my sister is saying. Wakasano, not goosebumps egu me hu nyina, because even in my own circles, in family business, I mean, wo kase. Omo ye nuanom, we dey say cousins, we dey papa no e wo yire no mienu. Obi awo nsia, obi awo nwotwe, emema nsia ma mienu. Ena obi nso so say am say wo mu mienu o sesen. Same father but 2 wives, right? Ti ba ko no wo mienu no a side chick because Mrs. no na wo 8 no. Enti ba ko no a wo free side chick side no. Ono de say enkwala ni nyina growing up no say omu nyina say omu nim so omu papa ye kro nti omu nyina di agro bom ni ade Mrs. ne baba ko onyame ya na dumu a otimi ko school ye be ye accountant mapa region bi o Ghana no na te so wo sa abre no so ti na bungalow papa bi mu ayama ne car wo drive ye na duma adamfo ni nua no ne half brother no besra no. So ndo nim se ni niaba nti wo de kwadware ho ne abehu bia em se papa ndi ne towel ne sponge ko dware ye niema efe em se okowie na ne ntade ne niema bi wo ho a wo hu wonim se maame no America mesisi ne ma 8 na emema nsia no aka mema mienu awo mugina mo naso a mo di mu a chese wo kan asem kra kire na adwen ye adwuma emema 9 emu miensa de omawu ba konso ne nam ho na wa sebi mpre asa wa ye nkwase ampa wa nam woni nam da de jade chese wa run ho ani nti when some of these things are being spoken they are not just things that are merely being said, they actually happen. Yeah, bibi influence. Yeah, near real say we come from baby. Yeah, the who to 12 bro for no near her mu. Any omokromo witchcraft. But obi beka so omo de no de ya de pa. But yeah, free baby. Yeah, omo de no yen. We come from somewhere and things happen. That is the truth. Sister Kasa.
Sister, Sikana ye can about say Obama eda enim na oba de chiri no. Enti na me se me kan baby ana me ka say anadwubumbo bi etimi eba yen so. So ebi wo ha obi bisa say de ani anadwubumbo. Enti Bible kra ka say two na me hwehwe sa scripture no. I didn't know say our Proverbs we were fit baby but I wish to say I will get it. Onyame nkronkron be kai me. Our Proverbs. Who here say ye mienu eda empaso a me ye show the no nche say obema who said last week and last 2 weeks the program I can say I don't want to change to become obema me wuna me koba I still want to be a woman. Do you know why? Bibi to me ba mo amukunu ye mmarima mapa no bribi ba efia ye frɛ mmarima ne kan ti sɛ owuo ana yade dombi asɛm bi ye ya eba ye di kan frɛ bɛɛma unim die ntia ade a oba bɛti a ɛbɛbɔ ne henya ɛbɛtumi ama oba tɔ ne mumu prɛko pɛ bɛɛma bɛtumi ate he can do his daily chores so be bribi awie no abafia ansa na wabe reflect asɛm na nipa ne kan ye no and sa na nyame agye wɔn. Enti bibi to say mama oba baako ewu or something. Doctor can ask you, did you bring somebody? And now who so kunu wo ha. Mumi yero na mo wo no so ya frɛ be ma na so wo mo wa ma ne onim de ntia. They know he have stamina enough. There are some things bia yade bi wo hɔ a na nke wo se ebo obi ti baabi or kanche se bibi nyewo oba na se wo kunu honhom ekata. And nothing that it just say, I want for your compaswa. We resolve anything between us. Like I'm saying, the place is a place of encounter. It must be saturated. Say, accepting, baby, and vulnerability back. When my weakness, everything, be a cause around me goes around that place. And most of the time, who he has said, every now and again, what will be sanctified. Na ye be ya warefo a na ntokwa wo ye ntem kra bon ho modern say ye ba beda no we will resolve those things before we sleep. Yes, me kuna ye bribi me buafu me ho me kra ensiso nanso me pentam se me ne be resolve because a man resolve sa ade no na owo nyo bi ba me ho adampan me dampan. Sometimes at the corner air permanent, and he has me kunu between home. More mobile, me last 2 weeks, me can say, and yes, sir, Kurubeka say, me kodaha, and one now is trying to avoid you. No, or avoid what be back. A ben now impact no will be massive on you. And to say, bibi to say, anajubum bobi wa not wada, not bribi, koso. Once, pim ni panipo so wenyane. There is a reason for it. There is a reason, especially a worry for. Oh, you're one in Bibi Koso, I will be seeing Ebia. Ya can't be actually, ya throw with ye, and I say, Bibi Koso will be seeing Mamma throw. And at the corner, and yes, the can I day. Would be yes, the Kakra will bumpire side the corner. Now, what Jinamu, would I would them one hour, not late cabo, rubber, nothing, what that would die, yeah. Oh, yeah, vulnerable spiritually. You don't have control what goes on in the air. Now, ebia bribi, wako kambribia, wako bompaye bia, dangerous player bia. You own o capacity move, wako kan ntokwabi, wa hunhumwa, wa huode move, oguswa woba na nafa, wan shada nwie. Now, when we say, your bawari for na bema, eda wuntanya. Ubon say, the American one would attest to that. You can have someone attack. Now attack ne ko so say na ukuna plan na ho adeka. Na de na teko. So there are spiritual reasons. So obema bema dey. Or there actually what kind of defense do you have? Ade na pem wa wi ansa na ho pem no. And to na make sure will say was set or that anim or there anymore. The any can't pem no. Tadia neba ebe pem wono. With difference and say the any can't pem no go say na be man achi auntie. Wow, say who say your friend say munum kumo said the intimate. Who can be panipe now when you at there is a reason.
Yes, you are in a trance. Yeah,
you are in a trance. Nipa ni there chida adia na chi worry ansa na ho ka no. Guess what? And those of you want to know whether a tradition, a spiritual, a dear ben no. My answer no cannot be straightforward, but pick a few things, relevant things now make canon a beboa. In some year, because listen, 2 houses cannot be the same. The same thing might be going on, but depending, like I said, on a spiritual level, but differently. Or be attack here different. It is not one size fits all, but I'm giving you a scenario. Me mao cases are probably and now possibility said this signs and symptoms, you know, and I'm a demon. Miss Remo, like I said, this shouldn't be one way name start there. No, let's not open like this and be talking about it. On metna, for instance, odi for kwabnes yama. Sometimes be can maybe, but okay we are on my antidote to it. Onim the entia because when him start handling highways, any things happen. And let me tell you, whether we like it or not, now the life is being lived on social media. So anything, and Yama is hovering around, you know, a close knitted group of Crawford. I can say it there, because there is a need for us to fortify ourselves. Some of you, by the time you're nothing at the changing, know what? Because you have harmed yourself. Now I am worried for some of you who are from why and then with them why until it is such a gathering like this, and when we ignite the fire, more or less what prepare foundation and son awoko. But it's unfortunate say Obika is a super highways so and I into me go deeper. It will not be of much help to baby Christians who have actually not grasped the whole thing yet. But I believe say I've trickled it down as best as I can so that somebody will get his own fair share. Mama Bibi Kakra, you have harmed yourself with at least you've harmed yourself with these teachings tonight.
The Bible says that for lack of knowledge or wisdom, my people perish. You know, and you know, as some are many abe came. So one fahri with the fast spirit in sa money in our tunchain. Mini abe kase. Those of you are moya fe kubosem and my girlfriends and my friends and my friends. For me, that is one of the things that really touched my heart when you were talking. Because we all do these things, you know, you get carried away, you think that, you know, I said, oh, living life and it is any panel, you can see what goes on in their mind, on their faces. Macbeth, name is what kind say, you cannot tell the mind's construction on the face. You can't. Any panel will say, me friendly, I know say for, and so I won't know, they don't love you. You know,
this bedroom mystery that we're talking about here, I don't know, but I'm sure somebody, I don't know why Onyame Nkonkron want me to say this, but I'm sure say there are a couple of women on this platform and they have touched a very sensitive place of theirs.
Some of you, one of them.
Some of you lost good relationship. That boyfriend of yours, that fiancé of yours. The reason why it didn't marry you is of the fact to say you lose God in this area. School, we take a lot of things for granted. Oh, he's my friend. No, I better now school bed so. Nah, watch what nah, watch and all those things. Is gateway to us. And you've grown. That thing, that disappointment, you know, it's lingering on. sa enye say ba akona mugo school no jai wono but in your abrabom obi hye wo bokra so obeye bribia oh ade de otimu say mensa kan wi ade achi you are disfavored because there has been an exchange. There has been an exchange. You have been disfavored because mpaboa means movement, and some of us ye jaya nasim mpaboa ama obi ahye enti ime kasa mo anam wo so earlier on me kasa no me can say mpaboa ya hye wa abonten me hye na man ka fit die no man kodi mpaboa means movement na odo movement ama obi ahye bisa ho say at what speed or how as if the person slow you down. Think about those things. Atariye me kata me deja so me kata me vulnerability so some of you asemo to wa said ye be do saw ni atwe wa basa ekon ene nan sa de ko na obi aye bia obi ante sa in such no obi komu a obi ante wonko an obi ate. Have you asked yourself ye ka say you have been disfavored? These are some of the things. These things are deep, like into makampa one makata atariye maka mema nso enti mema bi wo ho a ne ho dampan enye sa abrabo no mu enye sa wanko suku na emom se yesi nsam do resrade no ebi ni ho mema most of the time oh watch yefo amenyi mobi oh bracelet di auto wo he oh saniama oh shirt no watch for instance ebetimi ama wa market time ade ba ku betwa ho krokro sate ema muntie mema muntie saniama ni nyina shirt you are obema bi is always vulnerable. He's always living their life when the bema bi te ukunu is living in the edge. I was saying say mema ni emani bi wo kwa madani akukọ nini. When you are married to such a man, if you are not careful, you do everything by yourself. There has been an exchange, you have no idea. And you are contending with that thing. And you ukunu na mo ne homo den. And ye ono empaibo mu den. This thing takes time because it has gone on for a very long time. In fact, 1 day, 2 days in here. A consistent prayer. Nipa nankasa eji atum se sa de ban no koso e wo mabrabo. And now ye can about mystery of our bedroom no. Ejiji yi niema bebree pia na wa adwene maso. The one of the sad things about even a man between boro be weak. As I say, ye jem crofo niema. Crofo. If we see you. A ye hunti and chema will be in fa wabrabo enwura topre. Enye ni nyina like metumi kan ye de and I say meeting, but I think say me jinya me de say for those of you who are feeling that way. And I say, utimu say, and the sister ya kamastam. And the sister ya mamenia bane hoso. Ye free platform is so, or the former when you mere, owning a mental tam, and ask that the sweet spirit of God should come back. Some of you, when you dream and you don't remember, it is important, it's imperative. Say, unano nkronkron ya kakafo because it be a prompting to your life. Bibi ba be see in the next few months of your life. Nyame yi chira on my home proper yaba ewo dayem into your spiritual alertness is very important. Some of you free school or started and na hofa wono. Somebody who just sits on your bed and not snash and not now shabreso. You have no idea. You think he's just sitting down. And that person, you were in the same class, no Bama, if you na mudidi. And sometimes, oh, mammy, pursue child pause who's our down for no. Obu ama me ntwa wo boa wow sure na fufuo mu ge we a na ekosku na ho tete a na atete me na me ye ni sei ekosku am na me to wa achi ma no now do san na Jesus, we made certain mistakes. But as dan Kenya me say Bible say asem na mwatintim ho afi anadwe ye gi otumfo nyankropon adi say kakra yi ko ayati mpo si ye de ba akɔye adwuma na ya anya chimfo na mo ye ba akɔye asem ne yefo a ebekoye moa. Past pass this thing down to generation to come. Nkwala ebefiri wasi aban, pass these things down. These are some of the things. And I know nyame ka kire Israel for ne say, "Momfa ayi we emma enchirima. Na mama kan nyame a wo yi won free saa ne emanim." And can't let go back self our tardy mobi and ba wo ba ni nyi no kire no mu de ntia enwo se oyesa na ma wo ba no empo ni refi no ho a and na make say for there is this prayer you should pray. The voice of my enemies my kiss will not hear. Or kwaboni mu a wo kai de ne ma me beka or time ani mu a wo kai te se de na ye ko school no wo ye bribi na ma me browa ade na ebe okura hu anu watwam because when him say sa ade no obi wo wa yam no na wa o kai o ma me say de obe pochire na ni ahwe wa say ni no tells a lot. And that is what I am asking you to do. You might not be there, that boarding house ho oni ho ye nyina ye nkwala da ya wo fu oni wa ye niema bi ehu hia but if on back to me te wo ne Bible say my sheep hear my voice.
Yes.
My sheep also ma eye wasefo. We are eagles. Yanso ye nyame ntia wo say ye mate ye ne. Wo yo gwanhwefo papa o ma e wo so mo te wo ne. When you are not there, what would mommy say? What will mommy think? Empo otomupo a wonim said your best sorry free mo. And these are some of the things that we have to pass it down to generations. Ye janu mu emuntie. Ehia se ejabe kire ne ba berima. Se ma wani nkudi ye wo ho. Abrabo no dane fro na ahwiegu. I might not give you everything you might need as a young man, but be careful say unyi obidie because obi betimi no di exchange. Tell your kids these things. Educate them. Reason why nti a wo ye de wo ye no. Africa for ye pesa yetimi ma excuse no. Enye we but the nti a wo say ye nye no ye nkanka ho. Enti nipa ne ye na hwe anye no amuno mu hwa a ofo say it is okay. Ma ye bida. They make a catch la wanadwi. Ma toto mistakes ni mu bida. Enti me nka obi asem. Me de na mde ye mfato ho. De makom. And I make men cancel and condemn. Men ka emu for. Men ma won fele and yes, I may come one and say, well, Jimmy and I, baby. Me and Casamina Mdi can Jimmy ye. And Edimina. And I'm maybe I'm a day channel. Who free the platform we so coordinate your bedroom is up to you. Thank God for deliverance. Me madena and I'm the be man. And to opaje. I don't care. Now, mum, the American say. Bibi a won't yasi no. Now, I probably manage the woman. Some of you, your pastors knows it, but it doesn't think say it's necessary to talk about it. And now be sorry or sing a friend. Ya friend, and so Nira on ye nyame adwuma so ono so ya friend ana. Enti eya na ye den se sanchred enkan no. Obi se oyo stuff obi anu wedi katkisa ana wedi elder enti wa fantity ye bi mu ene niyema bi mu a ukọ ne ho se counseling kra na owa brabo mu suahunu bi po a ode be ma wo ene yi oya accountant ene ye ba asore oye ni degree ya na Methodist for Pentecost for ehun still kita degree di enye obi oye krachia e ma ne di sofo a enti na sofo die kra sheda nka ho saa na yiri a wakọwari no kra so ma me sofo is rebelling in the home enti wono no saa eniema ya ye kirekire onim na wachira wo in fact na ni kra nyamma ne ho so no saa de ni di nya how would it teach you enti the most unlikely people unlikely souls like us menya sofo maame me no mi nyina ate bench na mom onyame a oye basayi adom nyame a wo che adom achede ema ebiso obi a aso no enna me say metumi aka bi akere ho enti so oba be credentials a etimi ma me stand beka we kire wa ya adom nyame na di adom me na me de dom and to my level of understanding enna said ye meti ase ye man enna me di ama maybe ebiana for me, I've realized that my ministry is not for everybody. And I am not trying to also please anybody. I am focused. I am not, I don't look like, and now obi expectations, I must behave like certain way a Debbie. Minim baby amenam, minim baby ameko. Entino, mensume dieno no. Ebia na o say sister grow your wine or your soft menya soft men could another hosa menya soft me to say why but I do much a dear igua ahodo me Kyle say me a married counselor so apart from that me was social work mental health personal development me counseling Mr. I can give you 10 minutes or 5 minutes of my time but at the corner air question Bruce, while inside the corner started 1978, why now yeah. It is not for free because I have a whole lot on my plate. Obi one day a day. You need a couple of sections or a number of times to have sections before it's a different category altogether. But say be quickly, be sure why don't so and now be na opeste one me can akwenya wo me ho nko ade a I will come of help to you.
Oh boy, what a day! What a day! I hope someone mobile soon share video no. Still I mean who will be sharing sister. I can't see anybody sharing. Me see any paper 7 na so far share but we buy 2 hours, 2.5 hours. What better trading what they are calling what they call yes selfish. I face so I won't follow Sika Educate. So the old say unam na utwam na hu say wo ho a now so press bi no atie na akọ. Why I won't subscribe to YouTube? Why I won't follow Sika Educate? I mean, as my sister was saying, we don't have to be selfish with some of these things. We're not doing it because na me follow Sika and me cry me or me deal be unfollow. Me na me follow Sika de. Me na me follow Sister Obreku page. Me follow Saya day. We mustn't do these things. We're all empowering and sharing different ideas. Mimitiwe, I don't know everything. I can't know everything. I'm just a human being. Likewise, me so the little that she knows, and I watch it's watch any dear, we get bits and pieces off of each other, and we all move on as women. I don't know why, man, we have all this competition amongst us. I don't understand. There is enough room for everybody. And we are still having children and children and children because there's room enough. He's an infinite God. He made everything. And see, there's no need for you to think, so sister Jimmy place. Look, we all have our own paths. A lot of us are in our 40s or whatever age, but we still haven't understood life. It's sad. It really, really is. It is a minya be in kasa sebreha kwada. Waka bedroom in kwa bedroom ne honda dada. What way she has said, she has a fantastic husband in kwa bedroom ne ho pa e but wasemre me hu donti and wabetna ha and 2.5 hours you guys have had a full lecture sabi way u percent ye kwachira wo baby a do 2,000 pounds what 2 hours ni akachira and no cry
mobile webinar na say mobile for lecture bia na come you no my wasting more time man am dia kwon wan am dia fafa ti 2 days I bet 200 pounds. Just imagine, say 200 pounds. We only 60 could say. But this has been given to you free of charge. And all that Sika is asking is to share his page and follow at on the YouTube and also on Facebook. And subscribe to his YouTube channel and Facebook. And like our pages and all that. It doesn't cost anything. And share every bravo or share video now and yeshema but unim wabeti se uwo nua bi uwo cousin bi uwo sister bi na yesa ye ho yabe one who say enye easy for people to own their truth when you are lucky to get things like this na ye kasi share your reason because awokosa ho yabe na wo nua bi de na de eba okra na wa futu France so what you say or bet me be contaminated with ye na mum ote onso ote ye nyina ya ye ho adwuma say ye hia onye offended say me mpome man nko be bedroom because ote ase e unspoken code ote ase so what you say And yet, we're going to argue about it. And now you're madam for all of a sudden. My bedroom is off limit. Why? Because what share post what share what TB? Or pound one yan the amount of woman who you have decided says is a one who and it makes life easy for us. Simple and easy. Senka me buy na me say, and then Juma made this kind of media chairman come who share more in the name of saying good anyone say, and as a couple of anyone say. Now you buy you see a shiandi, will be a crank say, and the hour for some net to say. And so you will school platforms, you were sorry platforms, you were Melco platforms, you were now for 4, we can tap them, we can share them. Into why are we not doing it? Why are you not doing it? Now me own trying, but I hope to say the best is Emra Simon will do. There are a lot of things. Say there are a lot of things God in His own infinite wisdom made me went through, and He want me to bless humanity. As much as I will have time, and also I will have the opportunity, I'll continue to bless humanity. Maybe say me should have me should have free me pa. And you know, but it will be nice. Maybe I make say one a boy and I supporting the ministry, but they are not even Ghanaians. They were Sierra Leone for Nigeria for 1 or 2B, and I don't know them. Some of them omudina minimum, but minimum physically, and they saw me on Facebook and blessed me because Obeka said, hey, just because you said one thing, and that is all that I think I needed. But meantime, Ghana for me, Sister Aisha Ankra. My name is also Anyame Onsrano. He's the only Ghanaian in whom me physically da. But every month, I am say it's over a couple 6 months me. Every month he support me. The award of one, it is not big thing, but it will be also just for me to know say he believe in the ministry. That is what it is. In Ghana for my insurance it goes a long way. Remember, say he that watereth shall be watered. And then I may come a dear so that and I may church the BB ever come more amount. You never know how far this thing will take you. You will look back and say it's just because one lady on social media did not act as normal Ghanaians act, but said one wisdom, golden nugget about her, and it has changed my destiny. It has changed something that I'm going through. And it has changed the status quo for me. And yes, I have something to pass it down to generation. And that is Obika say, I want to be I don't want to die as an individual, but die as an institution. That is me for you. It is not the money in my pocket. It is not the big platforms I will get. No. But it is the impact, even if it's a small amount of people, what they get from me. Anytime I gather around people or people come to listen, the impact I make, that is what is relevant to me and my
family. Absolutely. Inti Abusia, you guys should just help me say thank you to my big sister. And I make her maybe to be abonting is knowing. Or so is a million miles away from me. She has other things to do. Ni pay wo ye na dwuma. Wo ye obi yire, wo ye obi mami. Want to say baby be by I was called downstairs in the idea. I mean, she's got other things to do with her time. She could have been doing every other thing. A Sunday, a weekend. But me who don't see. Me time 2.5 hours solid of her time in the night. In the night. You're doing all kinds of other things, but she has sacrificed that time. Hey, God bless you. God thank you.
He's smiling. He's just smiling now because you mentioned his name.
Yes, thank you. God bless you. Hey,
God bless you too. Yeah. Sika brother. Bending.
Oh. Ai, eja usuada ade. Ene ne ya odine ya edo awo ma yenti. No eja ne yire kama. Kono ama na vetra ha. Aka ne o kan kire wonti guys. Help me thank my big sister. Big sis, God bless you.
God bless you. See
God
you.
bless you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Ebusia, you've heard it all. I'm not going to say much. Please share this video on your personal profile page. Share ko baby esese wo share ko bia. No obi nso enya moa baby. No amfa kana brabo no ho na moa no na nkosi sa ripple effect no e wo nipa na brabo so. This big sister of mine has touched my heart in ways that I can't even put into words. She understands what I'm saying. Intimidate me Jesse or then the family, you know. They've been amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. Guys, share the video, subscribe, follow. And just say, Adi audio on sabe press. And no akeke. And I may be self free or Miss Remani Diemoa. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. I hope that this video is one that is going to be transformational to Mumubi. It's going to cause big changes. Ewo wasitnemu, ewo wawaremu, ewo senya ubetu anamono, ediko enimu. Ebia unim mistake no wenya ye, but se ya correct it into a free nekono. Uputu anamon wo ye wo niema bia ubehu senya ubeye no niema nafa. So that some of the mistakes of the old, you can begin to rewrite your story and have better outcomes for Abrabom. Your eyes, your spiritual eyes, I pray, sir, they will be open this afternoon, this evening, this night. Ura new week, there's a way that God does things. I am in Tennessee. You run new week, and nekwesi, and then the year kasa same way actually. Wo bomb paye, who run a watch from. And Chena Busumi Yabana, you're entering into a new month. There's a reason why on the last Sunday in April, what is the same way? Things will begin to change because of the changes that you yourself are ready to effect. Our brabosu. When yami, one share will be bia will be tie. Mo share, God bless you. Mo share, mebamudayim. All the people that didn't just keep quiet but actually went forth to share and comment. Ama Diana interactive when Yamin Shiramunina, Brad Steven, Sister Jodo, Sister Aisha, Sister Dinah, Sheikh, Chese, Modoso, Mekasemi Bodina, Linda Cressy. There's just so many people. And so for my mere Modoso. A resty forcing. God bless every single one of you for being here and making this day, an exceptional time. Into me bompire, that God blesses every single one of you. May your new week be fruitful. And nyama mo pese sisi wana ochi ni munu ye rabo sumi fufuro ni munu eno ene nyame wanya fama mu nyina onyame nhyira ye nyina. God bless you guys. Follow, share, subscribe. Asemu amidija ono. And no. God bless you. I love you. Have a lovely good night. Bye-bye.
Sika educate. Yeah, what Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika educate. Yeah, kasafa abomde awari and impunto. Sika educate. Or don't come up, run ya who are true. Sika educate. Unyane baby, Sika educate. Ain't like it page, I am vibe. One more than YouTube, subscribe it. Sika Educate is the name. All our man them source and they come from. Inspiration, motivation. Modern education. Wafranada, Wanitia, or don't come or Ekusika Deva. Wafranada, Bema, Jai, or don't come or Ekusika Deva. Sika educate. Yeah, what Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika educate. Yeah, Kasafa, Abomde, our real name, Sika educate.